The oil fields are burning. And this time, nobody is coming to save them. Season 3 of Landman doesn't begin with peace. It begins with smoke rising over West Texas, sirens cutting through the night, and one question hanging in the air: who just started a war? After the explosive ending of Season 2, the balance of power is broken. Trust is gone. Deals made in secret are now coming to light. And the people who thought they were in control are about to learn how fast control can slip through their fingers. Episode 1 doesn't ease us back into the story. It throws us straight into chaos. Season 2 left us with tension ready to snap. The oil market was unstable, alliances were fragile, and personal loyalties were tested like never before. Tommy stood at the center of it all, trying to hold together a system that was already cracking. He made enemies in boardrooms and in the fields. He made promises he may not be able to keep. And now, Season 3 opens with the fallout from those choices. The trailer hints that the first episode will begin just hours after the final scene of last season. That means no time jump, no calm reset, just consequences. We see flashes in the trailer. Emergency crews rushing toward a burning rig, angry workers shouting behind locked gates, and a tense meeting where no one is smiling. These are not random shots. They tell us something big has already gone wrong. The fire at the rig is more than just an accident. It feels planned. It feels personal. And if that's true, then someone is sending a message. In the oil business, a message like that is not small. It's a declaration. What makes this opening even more powerful is the silence between the chaos. In one quick shot, Tommy stands alone, staring at the flames from a distance. No speech, no shouting. Just the sound of fire and wind. That moment tells us everything. He knows this is bigger than a damage site. This is about power. This is about control. And most of all, this is about survival. Episode 1 looks like it will focus on the immediate reaction. Who takes the blame? Was it sabotage? Is a rival company moving in? Or is someone from inside the operation turning against him? The trailer does not give answers, but it makes one thing clear: the oil war isn't over. It has only just begun. And if the first few seconds of Season 3 are this intense, imagine what the rest of the episode will bring. The trailer wastes no time showing us that power is shifting and not in Tommy's favor. The first full scene we see is not in the oil fields, but inside a cold, quiet boardroom. The camera moves slowly across the table. No one is relaxed. No one is smiling. A single line is spoken. This is what happens when control slips. That line alone tells us everything. The fire at the rig is not just a disaster. It is an opportunity for someone. We then see quick cuts between the boardroom and the oil fields. On one side, men in suits talk about losses, numbers, and responsibility. On the other side, workers stand outside locked gates, angry and confused. This contrast is powerful. It shows the gap between the people making decisions and the people risking their lives. Season 3 looks ready to explore this divide even deeper. And Episode 1 may begin by forcing these two worlds to collide. One major moment in the trailer shows a new face stepping out of a black SUV, calm, confident, watching everything. We don't know who this person is yet, but the way the camera focuses on them tells us they matter. This could be a new investor, a rival company leader, or even someone sent to take control of the operation. The message is clear. Tommy is no longer the only strong player in town. Another striking moment is a tense exchange between Tommy and someone we can't fully see. The words are sharp. You made this personal. That line suggests that the conflict is no longer just about oil or money. It has crossed into something deeper: pride, revenge, ego. In this world, once things become personal, they get dangerous very fast. The visuals also tell their own story. We see oil pumps moving slowly at sunset, almost like they are tired. We see a close-up of a contract being signed. We see security guards posted around the damaged rig. These details hint that Episode 1 will focus on rebuilding control while new threats quietly move into place. Everything in this section of the trailer points to one truth: the game has changed. And the people who survive will be the ones who Adapt the fastest. Episode 1 looks like it will focus on the fallout, and not just the damage from the fire, but the damage between people. The trailer gives us small but powerful hints that trust is breaking apart. We see Tommy walking through the site the morning after the fire. The smoke is still rising. Workers avoid eye contact. No one speaks. That silence feels heavy. It tells US that blame is already spreading. Even before the truth comes out. One quick shot shows a heated argument inside a small office trailer. Papers are thrown onto a desk. A voice says, "You should have seen this coming." That line feels important. It suggests that someone ignored warning signs. Maybe there were threats? Maybe there were problems inside the company that were pushed aside. Episode 1 may dig into whether this disaster could have been stopped. There is also a strong hint that alliances are shifting. In one moment we see a familiar character meeting secretly with someone from a rival company. The meeting takes place at night, away from the main office. No security, no witnesses. That scene alone opens the door to betrayal. Is someone trying to protect themselves? Or are they planning to take advantage of Tommy while he is under pressure? Family tension also seems ready to explode. A short but emotional clip shows Tommy at home, standing in the kitchen while someone close to him says, "How much more are we supposed to take?" This reminds us that the oil war does not stay at work, it follows him home. The stress, the danger, the secrets, they affect everyone around him. Episode 1 may show the cost of leadership not just in business, but in personal life. The biggest question hanging over everything is simple. Was the fire an attack from outside, or did it come from within? The trailer keeps cutting between angry workers, nervous executives, and that mysterious new figure watching from a distance. It feels like the show wants us to suspect everyone. If episode 1 truly begins with chaos, then it will likely end with a shocking reveal, maybe a name, maybe a deal made in secret, or maybe a clear sign that this is only the first move in a much bigger plan. One thing is certain, the fallout has only just begun. As the trailer reaches its final moments, the tension rises even higher, and it becomes clear that Season 3 is not just about recovery, it is about survival. The last scenes move quickly, almost like a warning. We see flashing police lights near the oil site. We see a hand gripping a phone tightly as someone says, "This isn't over." And then we see Tommy again, but this time his expression is different. Not shock, not confusion. It's resolve. One bold theory is that episode 1 will end with proof that the fire was planned, not an accident, not bad luck, a direct move against Tommy and his operation. If that is true, then this season will be about revenge and power. Someone wants to push him out. Someone believes he is weak after the events of last season. But if we know anything about him, it's that pressure only makes him fight harder. Another strong possibility is that a new power structure is forming. The mysterious new figure from the trailer may not just be a rival, but a long-term threat. They might be building support behind the scenes, turning partners into enemies. If episode 1 shows secret meetings and quiet deals, then season 3 could become a battle of strategy instead of just force. Not loud attacks, but careful moves designed to trap Tommy step by step. There is also the question of loyalty. Who will stand by him when things get worse? The trailer hints that some close allies may step back to protect themselves. Fear changes people. And in a world where money and power decide everything, loyalty can be fragile. Episode 1 may test every relationship we thought was solid. Season 3 is not starting quietly. It is starting with a spark. And if episode 1 delivers on what this trailer promises, we are about to witness the beginning of a full-scale oil war unlike anything we have seen before.